Okay, hello everyone. It is Ladybug with some crafty time. Let me get on my iPad so I can join you guys. And hello to the replay viewers who are not watching this on Thursday night. Thanks for stopping by. I do want to let you guys know that I will have a shortened version of this live tomorrow, and that way, if you don't want to watch the live, I do try to keep them as short as possible on the live. I know we all have things to do, but I know some people would like a shortened version, and I'm willing to do that. So it will be just a voiceover, and that way I can get that up quickly. It just takes me a minute for it to load onto YouTube, and then I get hi Betty, hi Sheila, so that I can get it on there for you guys. Okay. All right, so I just got everything set up. This is what we're going to be using tonight. And we're going to be doing like a little collage stamping. It's not like, if some of you are from Ruth's channel or have been to Ruth's channel, it's not kind of like hers. It's like hers a little bit, but we're working on one little single sheet, and kind of building stamps up. So this is an old technique, or a technique from a long time ago, out of my stash. I started going through my stash and seeing what I got on there. I'm trying to look for old card layouts and different things that I can just find to come on here and go live with. Because on a live, I like to do some kind of technique or something that's gonna that we can chat about. These are the sets we're going to be using. We're going to be using Very Versailles and Enjoy Life. Now, the Enjoy Life is retiring. June 2nd, I think, will be the last day you can get it, or while supplies last. Did you do pre-order? Yes, ma'am, I did. It will be here tomorrow. I actually will have it tomorrow. And as soon as I get it, I promise I will come on live and show you guys. And I know a lot of people have already kind of shown their products, but I like to do one too for my customers that don't watch other people. And also I like to give my take on some of the stamp sets. What I kind of see in them. Okay, yeah, so tomorrow night I will be on live. So we'll be using these two to use for our collage and, what do you call it? What is it? Layer stamping, kind of like. All right, and we're also going to be using, so you guys know kind of what we're using, in case I forget to name it, some of this, it's called Mosaic Mood, a specialty DSP. And the reason why it's specialty is because on some of these pages, I think they've got like a little, right here, like an embossed, like a little embossed image. I don't know if you guys can see the shininess right there. So it just gives you a little bit of an embossed image. And these were really hard for me to play with. And then I just started looking at the designs and how I could use them. And I decided to use a piece of this today. Oh yeah, I like watching people unboxing what they got. It's a preview of what they will be playing with. Yes. Yeah, that's true, Miss Jennifer. It's like, oh, she's going to play with that. I might want to order that. I do want to say real quick, why have you guys, whoops. Why have you guys on here? While we get ready to do this, that for those that are not demonstrators or have demonstrators already, for May, I have a lot of stamp sets I want to get rid of. And so I will, for every $50 that you spend in my online store, there is always a link down below. You will get a free stamp, and it's a first come, first serve. So, once you purchase, I will send you a link to all the stamp sets, and then you just say which one. If you'd like to find out if I have a certain stamp set, you can do that before you purchase to find out, and I can let you know. And then I'll send them to you once you have placed your order and everything. I will send you the free stamp sets or sets, depending on how much. Okay. All right, we're gonna play with Crushed Curry tonight. I don't use this color a lot, and how I know that is because I was rearranging my cardstock, and I realized that I haven't really used this color. So we are going to be using that tonight for you guys. And let's see what else. I said there was, okay. And we got some basic gray, and we got some very vanilla. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started with our stamping. Oh, that's got a piece on that. Hold on, let me use my little whatchamacallit here and get that off. I just love this little thing. Okay. We do not sell this. I just like to use it. Okay. Let me get all that stuff off of there. I don't need all that stuff. You know what I mean? Hi, Margine. All right, so now we're going to get out our colors. We're going to be using quite a few colors. And I'm going to go ahead and show them to you guys so you guys can kind of see where my mind is going today. So we've got Basic Gray, Shaded Spruce, Crushed Curry, Crumb Cake, Gray Granite, and Sahara Sand. Now, I already made a card. I'm not going to show it to y'all just yet because I want you to see this, you know, as it unfolds. I'm going to try to recreate it with the colors that I used right here. Because I didn't write it down. So it may look a little bit different, but hey, we'll go with it, okay? So the first thing I think we're going to use is the Gray Granite. We'll just see what happens, okay? We'll see what happens. We don't know until, you know, we try. So I'm going to use our E-block, and I'm actually going to use Versailles first. And I'm going to use these little words on here. You cannot read them. I'm sure they're in French, and they're so small that you can't, you know, you can't read them. So we're going to do some stamping and stamping. We're going to do some stamping off because I want this to be really, really light. Okay. I want you to see it, but I don't want you to see it. I kind of want it to be in the background. So we're going to stamp, whoops, off twice. And then I'm just going to kind of stamp here. And then stamp here, and stamp here. Okay. I really want this to be a little bit lighter, but that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. All right, then we're going to take that off. We're going to put the Gray Granite away. And we're going to get out some Sahara Sand. How are you guys doing today? Are you guys doing good? You guys like, you know, what's up with you today? Everybody being good? All right, I'm going to get out the leaves on here. And I did say, I'm going to let y'all know this because I don't know who the demonstrator was. Hi, Bobby. I wish I paid attention more, but I did see someone stamp this out and then they actually fussy cut it. And I mean fussy cut every ounce of it. They cut inside here, everything. Quick hi gets, oh, hi, Esther. Hello, I know I've been missing your lives. I've been kind of busy this week. So I'm going to stamp off with this one, and I'm going to stamp off again. And then I'm just going to take this and lay it right there. Could have probably used that one a little darker, but I'm still going to go with it. Starting my job again. Been on with Sheila. Are you been off with all this stuff, or you been out for something else? Okay, now we're going to take this lovely little line right here. And I know this kind of looks kind of familiar to Ruth's. And that's kind of where I went back and I was looking at my old technique. But I'm going to do one thing that's a little bit different. Just a little bit different. And I'm going to get out some crumb cake. All right. So we're going to take this. And I just want to see, did I go light? No, I went for a full strength. So I'm going to line this up. And I'm going to stamp right here. It is setting up for remote. Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to stamp right here. I'm going to try to get as close as I can without overlapping. Okay, well, it went over. I did better on my other card, but it's kind of hard to get that one, but we're going to go with that. I wish this one was a little bit longer, but we'll go with it. It'll be okay. All right, and then we're going to come back with, I think we're going to use some more crumb cake. I love being able to work from home, y'all. It's so nice. Okay, we're going to take this little, what do you call that? A medallion? It looks like a mirror without the glass in it. That's what that looks like to me. Okay, we're going to stamp this, and then I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp up here. Okay. And I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to stamp right here. Because I want to fill this little edge, this little space right here that was in. You know what, you guys probably cannot see really well. So I'm going to bring you in just a little bit. That's okay, Bobby. Thanks for stopping by, darling. I know you got lots of stuff to do. You are fine. Okay, so that's all of that stamping with the very Versailles. Okay. I understand. You got stuff to do. You trust me, I understand. Okay, now we are going to take, let's see, what else did I stamp with? I think that is it. Yep, that's it. Okay. So now what we're going to do, hi Sandy, thanks. We're going to get out some embossing now. We're going to do some embossing. We're going to be using the clear. Okay. We are going to be using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we are going to use, get this. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Okay. And then I'm just going to put her down here. And I'm also going to get out, while I've got that, we're going to stamp, we're going to grab these little flowers right here. Oh, I've got to pay attention to what I'm showing you guys. Oh, need to clean these stamps. These little flowers right here. And I'm going to, I'm going to put them up just a little bit. Let me see. Okay, I don't want her feet to be like, I want to be in, so I want to be down just a little bit. And then I want this one to be kind of right here. And I want to go up just a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Okay, now, so that's my little trick for lining it up. I'm going to pick this up. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my embossing buddy. Yeah, so I was like, okay, let me see if I can find anything. And then I seen this and I thought, oh, I've got to do this. See if I can make this pretty. Okay. So, what we're going to do, oh, I need my Versamark. Where's my Versamark? Like, where is my Versamark? I think I've used that on another project. Nope, it's right here. It's like, where is my Versamark? Okay, let's hope that this works. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up in my Versamark. All right, and I'm going to ink it up in, oh, I didn't need the Versamark. That's right. That's why I didn't have it out. Oh my gosh, y'all. I gotta wash this off. Yes, I did not use the Versamark because I wanted to show y'all something. Because currently we are going to be losing our black embossing powder. And y'all, I love me some black embossing powder. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So when I came across this, I was like, okay, that's good. Okay, so it's nice and dry. Okay, so you need a wet or a very inked up stamp pad. You can use this one. You can use your regular Stampin' Up! Ink pads, but they need to be kind of juicy, okay? So we're going to see if this works because this does have a lot of ink on it that I put, and I'm going to be ready to put my, I'll put this in here, to put my, what do you call it? That's not going to work. I'm just going to have to put it on this paper right here. My clear embossing powder. So let's hope this works because it worked. It worked earlier. Okay. Now, I'm going to kind of reach over here a little bit. I'm going to stamp. And I'm going to come over here real quick. And I am going to, oh yeah, she worked. Okay. Do you see that? It's stuck. All right, now we're going to clean off our stamp set again. Hi, Miss Ruth. I was just talking about you, darling. I said I'm trying to do, it's kind of like a technique like yours, but it's a little bit different. Because I'm adding some embossing. Unless you've done this, I don't know. But you probably have. All right, so now I'm going to take some more. I'm going to ink up these flowers because I want some on this side as well. And I'm going to ink them up. Make sure it's juicy, remember. Bring it back over here and put your... I'm trying to do it all at once, guys. Because if I don't do it all at once, then it kind of... What do you call it? You know, my little friend, my heat tool, I like that it's got the built-in saver, but sometimes, where is my stamp set? Oh my gosh, y'all, I've lost my stamp. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I need that stamp to make this, to finish this. I need this stamp set. Thank you, Miss Ruth. All right. Now we're going to take our grass right here, and I'm just going to lay it on here. Okay, these need to be cleaned. And I'm just going to stamp over that. And I'm having to layer these. Now, normally if I wasn't on here, I could let my, my heat tool, what do you call it? Cool off, but we don't have that luxury. So I'm going to try to place this where those are. Okay, there we go. And we're going to add this one. So we're just kind of layering a little bit. I'm trying to get all this done so I can heat this up all at one time, okay? And then I am going to, there are some butterflies in here, and I'm just going to pick one of them. And I'm just going to pick this little fluttering one. Okay, this little fluttering one. And I'm going to, again, ink it up. Make sure I get plenty of ink. And I'm just going to fill in a space up here. Okay. And I'm going to put one right here, like he's falling. And maybe up here. Okay. Then I'm going to, okay. So now I've got all of my clear embossing powder on there. Let me close this up, or I will spill it. I will. Doorbell just rang, and it was my Stampin' Up! Order. Oh, Miss Sandy. Yay. And you get the free, what did you choose for your free stamp set? You chose the Daisy one, didn't you? So that one is gone. Hold on. I'm trying to get my papers over here to stay. Doesn't want to stay for me. Stay. That's my information. I need to tell y'all stuff. All right, so now we're going to get out our heat tool. So close your ears because I don't want it to hurt y'all. Okay. I always like to let mine heat up. Plus it warms up my hand. You did! Oh, Ruth, now it's time to share recipes. I always like to heat up the back. I don't know why, I just do. And then I'm just going to take it and start. It seems that I like pick up better. Look at that magic happen. And I like to go make sure I get every piece of it. Okay, pick this up. I don't like to do it right on my paper because it kind of like, what do you call it? It like makes it bubble. Okay. All right. Yes, you got the Daisy Lane stamp set, didn't you? Yep. All right, let's wipe all that nice embossing. See how it makes this paper? I don't know if y'all can see that, but it makes it bubble up. Okay, now, a couple different things we're going to do now. Let's get out our basic gray stamp pad. I told you I was using every one of those stamp pads. Just wait. Okay, and then we're going to take a sponge, one of our sponges, and I've just put a little tab so I know. And I'm going to ink this up. And I'm just going to kind of start over here, get some of that off. And I'm just going to kind of go on the edge a little bit. Kind of rough, making it look a little bit vintage, I guess you could say. Okay. Just making it look a little bit. Baked potatoes. I don't think I've done baked potatoes in my Instant Pot before. I don't think I've done that. Okay, so I'm just kind of going around. I'm not being too careful. with this, I'm just adding a little color, not too much. Just a little bit. Okay. And you see I'm not even like paying a whole lot of attention. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. All right, so then we're going to take, we're not done yet. We're going to take our scissors. Now, I have seen Ruth do this. I've done this before, but I've seen Ruth do it a lot more than I've done it. So you take your paper snips, because I've used actually something else, but you can take your paper snips so you don't spend no more money, and just take it and run it along the side right here. Okay. And then you just you're kind of tearing that paper up a little bit, roughing it up a little bit. So I have to be really careful when I get up here to the corners, because it wants to try to tear those, and I don't want those completely, I don't want those torn. Okay, we're going to go back and put some more ink on this, but first I'm just going to rough this up. I really like how this card turned out. I actually kind of surprised myself a little bit. So I'm actually kind of like, I can't believe I just made that. Could it be done in dry or slow cook? When you bake the potatoes, is it dry? Okay. Or is, I think you have to put some kind of water in there. Don't you? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then, there we go. Okay, so we got all this lovely good stuff down there. We're going to take it off. So I kind of, let me get a little bit more here. I just want it to be where you can see it, but I don't want it too much. You know what I mean? Like it could go from little to like bad real quick, especially with me doing this. Okay, all right. Now we're going to get back out our sponge. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of go over it a little bit like this, at an angle, like this. And I'm just going to kind of like picking up, highlighting those, you know, what do you call it? Roughed up bits. Those roughed up bits. You can dry cook? Really? I have to check that out. I know I've never used that slow cook. I've never used it. Well, I did one time. I take that back, and it burnt my cheese dip. So I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that again. Okay, so it just kind of like just adding a little bit. I asked him to close that door. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just adding some more color. She's like cheering on herself, like, don't let life get you down. Cheer for yourself. You're not really going to see it down there, but all right, some more of that stuff come off. Okay, now, because I showed you two of the colors, didn't I, in the beginning? So we've got our crushed curry and our shaded spruce. So we're going to take our shaded spruce first. Okay, I want y'all to see this. Do you see it? Can y'all see it real good? Okay, ready? Watch this. I'm going to get out some sponge daubers. And I'm going to ink them up a little bit in this ink. Rub it off a little bit. I don't want a whole lot of it. Just a little bit. So I'm going to get off as much as I can, because I can always go back. And I'm just going to go over the grass a little bit. I had this printed off a technique. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we know that baked potatoes like take forever, don't we? So something that quick will work. Okay, so we're just highlighting. Do you see that? Just a little highlight on the grass to let me know that is grass. I'm just going to add a little bit more maybe. Okay. And then we're going to close this one up. And we're going to get out our crushed curry. I was going to use that ink down in the well, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay. Okay, I think that'll be good. And I'm going to highlight the flowers now. And I'm just going to kind of go over the flowers a little bit. Okay. I'm not being real, like, you know, particular. Okay. And there we go. What do y'all think? Let me raise you up a little bit so I can make this card. I can raise this up to you guys. What do you think? You like that? This kind of gives it a little color. So this is what I found. Like I said, the technique said collage stamping, and it's literally layering, kind of like what Ruth does. Is that she layers those stamps, right? She layers those stamps and she gets those beautiful pieces. I just did it a little bit further and went on with an embossed piece. And then I tend to leave this background a little bit more muted, and then just did these little pops of color where I thought the flowers would be. Okay. Oh, wait. Forgot to do my butterflies. I'm just going to put a little color on my butterfly. I forgot. Okay. Okay, now let's get out and make our card. Let's finish this bad boy up. Let's finish him up. Okay, so we got some crushed curry. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5, and y'all know that all the measurements will be listed down below. Okay. Looking for my bone folder. I'm just going to burnish that a little bit. All right, then we're going to take our, this is actually cut at, this is very vanilla, and this is cut at 4 by 2 3/4, okay? And then this basic gray is cut at 4 1/4 by 3 inches. We're going to get out our snail. And I'm just going to put some snail on there. Make sure it adheres. And then I'm going to lay this down. I know you're thinking, okay, she's got crumb cake. She's got basic gray. She's got, and she's got, what was it? Smoky slate. No. Sahara sand, gray granite. I saw a lot of different colors. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to put some dimensionals on. Okay, on here and down here, and just some in the middle, but I don't want to go right in the middle because something's going right there. Okay, so that's ready. And then we're going to take this. Okay, this basic gray is cut at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. This very vanilla is cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and then this DSP from that mosaic DSP is cut at 5 by 3 1/4. But I'm going to use this side right here because that's got crushed curry in it. Okay, and I'm going to lay it on top of the very vanilla. What do y'all think? What do y'all think so far? Never would have thought to use those stamps together. Interesting junk explosion. Yeah, I'm trying to think outside my head. Trying to think a little bit, look at the stamps. You know, a little bit like I've been taught by one of my favorite stampers in the UK, Miss Ruth. All right, so then I'm going to lay this on top of the basic gray. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to get out some of this luscious, lovely crushed curry, crinkled, what is this? Crinkled seam binding. This is retiring. I'm so sad about this. So I'm going to take, and I'm not going to leave it on the roll, but I am going to measure it. So I'm going to go around. I think I need about that much. So I'm going to cut this because it'll be easier for me to tie into a bow. Okay, so got that right there. And I'm going to go about right here. I can always go around and, oh, I wanted to tell y'all something. I wanted to show y'all something. Okay. Where is, oh, I did lose that, didn't I? I found it, though. I found it, and then I lost it again. You know, my little, whatchamacallit? My silicone mat. I found it and I lost it again. So I'm just going to be really careful, and I'm going to put some adhesive on this right here because I want it to hold on the back of my card. It will be easier for me to play with. Okay, so I'm going to put it about right there. All right, so now it's going to be easier for me to hold. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing because I see that's where I want. And I'm just going to put a little tack right there because that other piece is going to be on top of that. So this is actually going to hold this so I can tie this bow on the corner down here. And I want it way down here on the side. Okay. Now if I can tie this with that short piece of bow. I got that pretty short on that side. Okay. That's okay. I'm going to work with it. I can always move it if I need to. We're going to see if this works. We're going to see if this tail works. Because I really don't want it to be that big on that side. So, okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah, because I didn't really want it to be that big anyway. So that works. Okay. Now I'm going to take this down. Just cut it, trim it off for right now. And how I did this, I took this underneath this so the tail would lay down flat. I just took it and put it underneath here. There we go. I just want a little bit. All right, so it sticks up like that. Then I can go back here and trim these. Make them look pretty. Well, as much as I can with these paper. I miss my ribbon ones. But you can do them, you just gotta be patient. This seam binding is a little bit more fussy than others. That's okay. All right, now we're gonna take the backing off our glue dots. Made ornate, or ornate would be maybe, or maybe ornate would be a better word for than Victorian. Yes, it does kind of remind me of Victorian. Yeah, it does. Well, very Versailles. I don't know why, but yeah, it does. Kind of, yeah. Because you got that little modern with this piece, don't you? Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to lay it on top. And I'm going to lay it right in the middle. Okay. Somewhere about right there. Okay. Now, I did that before I laid it on my crushed curry. I always do that. I don't know why. So I'm just going to take this. Hi, Diana. And I'm going to lay it down with some adhesive. Put all that ribbon too. And get that ribbon over there. I'll play with that in just a minute. All right. Make sure I'm doing this right. And I'm going to layer this right on top here. And there we go. Now, what can you put inside? Okay, well, you can use some Very Vanilla, and I don't have that out, or I would show you. But you can take either one of these, and you go, always thinking of you, have a beautiful day. Or you can take this one, it says, how beautiful a day can be when kindness touches it. Or when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. More than I already do. See? So... Or wake up, kick butt, repeat. I like this one right here. That might go in that card. All right, what do y'all think? Do you love it? Okay, good. Comes easy really well. This may be my favorite card you've done. You know what? I don't know if it was this card. No, it was another card Bobby said that I put out there not too long ago. He said, I think that's one of my favorite cards you've ever done. I don't remember what card it was. But, so you like that, Jennifer? I'm glad you like that. I tried to do a little Ruth inspired with a little bit of a kicked up. And I don't know if you guys can see. I'll see if I can bring this paper up. But you see this paper. I don't know if you can see these little flecks in here. If you guys can see those little flecks. But they looked kind of gray granite. And I don't even know if that's the color in the paper. In this DSP pack. Let me see. Let me just check it out real quick. Let me see. Because I seen that and thought, oh, you know, that would be a really good color in there. Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Mint Macaron, Soft Suede, Terracotta Tile, Very Vanilla, Whisper White. Does not have gray granite in there, but or basic gray, but it does kind of look like that. And so you don't really notice it though until you put it on this card. And when you see it in person, you can really kind of see it picks it up. And that's why when you play with color, you say, "Oh, I like this DSP. What will go with it?" Well, look at it. It's got these little lighter colors, this crushed curry, and then you look at it and go, "Oh my gosh, it's got some gray." So you think, well, I can make that part of the card, and it will bring this gray. This right here, and this is bringing these little like gray flecks out. Oh, are they? I haven't done a crushed curry card in a long time. I don't know what it is. I just haven't. I haven't done. And so I said, "This I got to use this color. I need to start using some colors that I don't normally use, and so." And I even used a little shaded spruce right there. So, all right, my lovelies. Well, that is all for tonight. I want to thank you first for stopping by. As always, the information, the sizes, the measurements, and the what do you call it? Supplies that I used tonight will be listed below. But remember that this one right here, Enjoy Life, and this crinkled seam binding, and this paper are retiring. So if you go over to my online store, link it up. There's a link downstairs or down below. Click on it and take you over there. And if you spend, $50 or more, for every $50 you spend, you get a free stamp set, one of my retired ones. Now I cannot ship those until June because I have to wait for them to actually retire. But on June 3rd, they will go out to you. All right. Thank you, Miss Betty. Thanks, Diana. Thank you, Diana, for sharing. I appreciate that. You guys, I will see you on Sunday. Look, I'm trying to keep these down. I'm down to about 30 minutes because we're talking some. So that's pretty good. That's good for me for timing so I can get other things done. And that's good for y'all because I know y'all are busy. So, all right, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It does help my channel out when you guys like my videos. And I know some of y'all, this will be, a shortened version will be available tomorrow. All right. All right, guys. Well, have a great day and night. And I will see you guys. I'll be on here tomorrow with my unboxing. So I will do a live tomorrow evening with unboxing or whenever I get it tomorrow. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.